yesterday I had you fill in that little link that said Zoom Blink. And what you were supposed to do was just write down a couple things about you that you wouldn't mind sharing with us. So I'm going to model today what you are going to do sometime in the next, I don't know, there's probably 25 of you, in the next 25 days. So what I'm going to do is just have one person probably go a day. So the point of you already writing down your things is just so I don't catch you off guard. You've already thought about what you're going to share. You can share the things you wrote or not. I don't care. But that was just so that you're not like caught off guard. I'm like, Caitlin, you're up today. And you're like, So at least you kind of thought through what you're going to share. All right. So here's how it works. I am going to put my Zoom screen up. So Zoom friends, I don't usually do this, but everybody looking at you for a second here. No pressure. Just for this quick activity. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my 3 things. And the idea is you are going to Zoom blink if you also like those activities or do those activities or watch that show or whatever. All right. So the way you do that, if you're on Zoom, and you guys listen, because even though you're not on Zoom today, you will be tomorrow. Right? Oh my goodness. Okay. So the way you do that is just by turning your camera on and off. All right. So you're going to flick your camera on and off. And that means that you agree or you also like the thing that I like. So if you're on Zoom real quick and your camera's on, flick your camera on and off real quick. Go ahead, on and off. So they can see what it looks like. Just put your camera on and off. There you go. So it just flashes on and off. On and off, on and off. Okay, now if you can't get your camera on, so I know there are about 4 people that checked in with me. Otherwise, I think some of you just got here late. Put on your cameras, please, if you can, Demetrius and Byron and Hamza. If you cannot get your camera on, you're going to raise your little blue hand. So show me you know how to raise your little blue hand. Just make sure that's working. Katie, Emma, Naya, Hamza, good. All right. So I see some blue hands coming on there. All right, I think that was everybody. Byron, I'm not sure I saw yours. Maybe I did. Okay, so you can turn it back off. Thanks, Demetrius. Okay, so if you agree or like the thing I like, you're going to put on your hand. All right, now you guys that are in front of me are just going to raise your hand. So what I'm going to do is I have this little camera here. Then I'm going to turn around, and I can't get everybody in it, but I'll kind of move it around. All right, so it looks like right now, if I go, there, yeah, I'll have to do 2 because there's daily. So I'll kind of do that half. Boom, there's you 4, and then I'll swing it around to you guys. So you guys, if you agree or you like the thing I like, you're just going to raise your hand. It's the best thing I can come up with. All right, and leave it up, especially over here, because then I'll swing it that way. All right. Okay, so I feel like I've explained this. It takes a really long time to explain. It should be pretty quick. And again, it's just kind of that continuation of the kind of show and tell that we did. It's really hard for us to, get to actually talk to each other and share stuff. So this is my new attempt to do that. So, all right, I got 3 things. My first thing that I'm going to share today is I tried to think of things I haven't already shared with you. My first thing is that I love the card game Euchre. All right, so if you also love any card game, it doesn't have to be Euchre. So if you enjoy playing cards, I would like you to raise your hand. Any card players out there? All right, I got one over here. I'll show you there are a couple on this side, more on this side apparently. All right, so there's my this side. And then if you're online, you blink, turn your camera on and off so we can see if you like playing cards, or put your little blue hand up. Okay, blue hand up, touch your name, or blink on and off. It should be kind of a quicker blink, then it'll catch our eyes a little better. I think I saw about 4 people. I didn't see any blue hands. No blue hands? None of you guys like cards? Okay. All right, the next thing that I was going to share is not really this time of year. It's a little cold for me, but in the spring and summer, I like to go camping. Any campers in the crowd? Anybody like camping? Looks like I got one in my audience. Just the one? Just the one. All right, we can go camping. How about online? Click on and off if you like camping. Oh, Carter likes camping. Hamza likes camping. Fun. Anybody else? Not a lot of campers out there, huh? Okay, fair. And then the last thing I was going to share, I feel like throughout this pandemic, I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I don't really have a favorite show, but the one that I just finished, I will share with you. So I just finished watching Schitt's Creek. So if you, I guess, like that show, I guess I'll keep it at that show. So anybody else watching? All right, got a couple. Tommy's out there, Gabby's out there. How about online? Anybody else? Anybody into it? Any blue hands? I haven't seen any blue hands. You just don't like my things? Okay, all right, a couple out there. All right, good. So that's it. So those were my 3 things that I was going to share. So like I said, my plan is to do that every day. Just going to pick a different person. Once I picked you, I'll check you off. I'm not going down the line. It's just going to be random. And so just have your things ready to share. And then I don't think that it will be too intimidating. So I did all 3 of mine. You can do 2, right, if you don't want to do all 2. No worries, please. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Okay, so next up, we are going to check out our last quiz. So if you have not taken your last quiz, if you would just step out in the hallway for a minute, if you want to take your phone or your computer and work on something else, that's fine. And I'm just going to let you step out there. Let me check online if I have anybody else. Just, socially distance yourselves out there for a minute. And I guess Tommy grabbed that door. All right, so I should probably check real quick if there's anybody else that hasn't taken it. Let me remind you, you can take it after school today. Got those 2. Okay, so Leo and Riley. All right, so Leo and Riley, listen real quick. This is Leo G. I think I have 2 in here, right? Leo G. Here's the deal. So I'm going to have you guys in a second just leave the Zoom and wait for me in the waiting room for 5 minutes, okay? Also, I'm going to remind you that you are welcome to take your quiz, and you should, after school today at 2:45. So just Zoom in at 2:45 so that I can get you. So that was Riley and Leo G. All right, 2:45, don't get a 0. All right, if you guys would just leave the Zoom and just wait for me in the waiting room for 5 minutes, I'll come and let you back in 5. All right, thank you. Okay, so everybody is clicking on your quiz and looking through it. Okay, let me know what questions you have. If you want me to repeat a listening section, I can. Like I can read you the sentence. Let me know what I can do for you. So, pay attention for the next few minutes here, and let's do some good review. Okay, it's an opportunity to get some participation points, and also to really make sure you understand this. Now, I will screen share for a few minutes the notes, but then I'm going to have to take them down because I need you to see me as well. All right, hold on. Let me change all this around. Okay. Notes. Going over here for now. All right, and I will share them for a minute, but like I said, then I'm going to have to take them down. So it'd be best if you have some in your hand. All right, so we've got this brand new verb tense. Somebody raise your hand and tell me it is a form of what tense? Are we talking about present tense, past tense, future tense? What tense am I talking about? Gabby? Past tense. All right, that is number 1 thing you have to remember. So these you use to talk about the past. All right, now we've already done some past tense. So let me remind you, the other past tense is completed actions, right? I ate ice cream. I went to school yesterday. I talked to my grandma yesterday. I went on a trip last summer. There are things that are done. This, different, okay? See if you can see the difference. So we're focused on this waters word. If you can remember waters, that's going to help you see when to use this verb tense. So let's go through some of these. So everybody's just looking at it. Raise your hand, get a quick point, and tell me what is one reason that I would use one of these verbs, an imperfect verb. Tommy? Weather. All right, let me give you an example, just in English, right? It was sunny. Okay, I would use an imperfect verb. Hacía calor, hacía sol, hacía frío. All right, any of those, okay, when you're talking about the weather, yesterday, last week, last year, imperfect. Okay, good. What else we got? Hamza.
Age.
Age. All right, let me give you an example. When I was 5, I used to play with my Barbies. Okay, so my brother was 10. Okay, anytime you're talking about how old someone was, you're going to use one of these verbs. Okay, so we got time, we got age, and we got weather. Give me another one. Layla. Time. It was 4 o'clock yesterday. What time was the meeting? Oh, it was at 4 o'clock. Okay, it was 4 o'clock yesterday. It was 10 o'clock, and I went to go get something. Okay, so time, you're going to use imperfect. All right, what else we got? Kelly.
Emotion.
Sorry, say it one more time.
Emotion.
Yeah, so how you're feeling. I was happy, I was sad. All right, we're gonna pause there. We will come back to this right after lunch at 11:16. So I will see you then. You can leave yourself on or you can rejoin. All right, and you guys can plug in anything you need to plug in and go get lunch. See you in a few.
We're gonna,
Hey, Miss Lee.
for this,
Say that again.
we're still gonna use the paper.
Yes, yes. Hi, question. Who was asking me something?
DJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I did I turned in any of my mission work.
We do that. Tell me what you notice about accents. Let's look at AR verbs first. What are you noticing about accents on the AR endings? Accents on the AR endings. What are you noticing? I don't know. Morgan, what are you noticing? How many accents we got there?
6.
Just on the AR.
Oh, just on the AR.
Uh-huh.
1.
Okay, so when everybody see this, okay, I can only say this so many times. You know, if you do it in your textbook, if you do it on Canvas, it counts it wrong if you don't get the accent right. So let's get in the habit of making sure the abamos has an accent on it. All right, and then how about for ER and IR? What do you see in there? ER and IR. Hamza?
I see 6.
Yep, every single one has an accent. Which letter, Hamza?
On the I.
On the I. Okay, so let's try one more time, figure out how to say these, and then you're going to jot some down for me. All right, so listen, these are new for you. A lot of times people have a hard time pronouncing them, so I need you to practice this with me right now. I'm going to have you repeat that. If you're in front of me, I should hear you. If you are not in front of me, then you're still saying it. If there's somebody there, whisper it. If there's nobody there, just say it normally. Because you need to be able to say these. You are ultimately going to do a presentation about yourself and your childhood, and you need to be able to say it, all right? So I'm going to add these. I'm going to say them for you one time, and then we're going to put it with the verb. So I'm just going to say them. Just listen. Abba, abbas, abba, abamos, abais, abba. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take any AR verb. I'm going to drop the AR. I'm going to add these to my stem. So let's take the word hablar. All right? So I want you to repeat them. Here we go. Try and say them. Hablaba. Okay, let's try it all together one more time. Hablaba. Good. Hablabas. Hablaba. This one's hard. Listen. Hablábamos. There's a lot of B's in there. Hablabais. Hablaban. All right, so let's do, I'm just going to do the endings. Repeat them. Abba, abbas, abba, abamos, abba. All right, those are the ones you need to know. So in your head, see if you can do it. All right, let's move on to ER. Okay, so repeat them. Ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, ian. All right, again, you can learn them without the vosotros. That's fine. Let's put a verb with it. Let's do tener. So repeat them. Tenía, tenías, tenía, teníamos, teníais, tenían. All right. So I want you to find some paper so you can jot some down. If you're in front of me, find some paper. You can just use your notes if you want, like the side or the bottom, or find another piece of paper. If you are online, I'm going to have to stop sharing so I can see what you're doing. So that means that you need to find some paper, or I don't mind if you want to put your answers in the chat, then I can give you some immediate feedback. All right. But I have stopped sharing so I can look at my chat. So again, if you are online, I am happy for you to put them in the chat. I don't really have a preference, I guess. It's nice if you put them in the chat because I can immediately say if you got it right or wrong. But if you want to write it down on a paper so that you have it, I will put the right answers behind me here in a minute. So let me get this set up here. In the meantime, everybody's got paper? Yeah, you guys got it done. We're good? Actually, let me see. All right, so I'm going to use the 4 verbs behind me. I'm going to turn this on camera on again so you can see them. Online people, you got to help me make sure you can see it. Can you read those verbs pretty well behind me? Okay. So these are the 4 that I'm going to be using. All right, let's make sure we know what they mean so that you can pick the right verb. So, hablar, to talk. Okay. Comer, to eat. Vivir, to live. And jugar, to play. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to put it in a form. You need to put the ending on it. And like I said, either put it in the chat or jot it down. Okay. All right. Let's go through. My first one is going to be they used to eat. So I need you to figure out which verb means eat. And then I want you to put it in the they form, in the imperfect. They used to eat. Right? So something like, oh, they used to eat tacos every Tuesday. They used to eat. Feel free to put it in the chat. Yes, Henry, that's your verb, but you need to put it in they used to eat. Katie, you put on an AR ending. It's an ER verb, so fix that up. Henry, same thing. So pick your verb. It's an ER verb. Avery's got it. Now, take a minute. These first few are always kind of rough. And then, like I said, if you do this with me for 5 minutes, you'll start getting them. They used to eat. Super close, Hamza. Morgan's got it. Callie's got it. Leo's looking good. And don't worry about the accent. If you can't put it on the chat, don't worry about it. Let's see. But he's coming up fast here. Let me go back and look. Let's see. Avery's got it. Katie's got it. Carter, you need one more letter on the end. Henry, you got it. Hamza, you were 1 letter off. Callie, I think I already said some of these. Morgan got it. Leo's good. Reginald, wrong verb. Hamza's got it. Good, Carter. Roderick, you need, I think, 1 more letter now. I forgot what I said. Yeah, you need 1 more letter, Roderick. You're close. All right, they used to eat. And here, everybody think they have an answer? They used to eat? All right. So I would like a volunteer, but I've got about half of you with points and half of you without. So if you know you haven't gotten a point recently, volunteer. Otherwise, I'll try and start calling on you in a minute. So anybody know you haven't gone today? Tell me, they used to eat. Carter, they used to eat.
Ellos comían los tacos.
Oh, good. You even added in my ending. Good. Comían. So everybody look at it. Okay. If you didn't get it right, fix it. Like I said, usually the first 3 or 4 are kind of hard for some people, and then you should start getting them. All right. Comían. I want you to say it with me. Ready? Repitan. Comían. Online, you got to say it because you got to get this. Comían. Good. They used to eat. So what I did was I found to eat. I dropped the ER. I knew it was an ER verb. I knew it was in the they form. Comían. Right? I try to make my accents nice and big just so you can see them. Okay. Make sure your I always has an accent. All right. I'm going to do another one. Let's do I used to play. I used to play. So find the verb to play. One of these. Put it in the yo form. I used to play. I used to play with my turtle. I used to play with my Barbies. I used to play with my action figures. That's one of your words. I used to play. All right. Everybody that, let's see. No, wait, let me look at it. Okay. Katie's got it. Dawson, you have 1 extra letter in there. There's no stem change. Keep it simple. Morgan's got it. Henry's got it. Hamza's good. Roderick's good. Carter's good. Avery's good. Callie's good. Leo's good. Dawson's good. Hey, I used to play. Got a volunteer? Hasn't gone yet today? Anybody want it? You got a point. Let me let you rest for a second. Leo O, go ahead.
Yo Hugava.
I'll help you say it, but I'm sure spelled it right. Jugaba. Jugaba. All right. So repitan clase. Jugaba. Jugaba. All right. Repitan. Comían. Jugaba. All right. We'll get there. All right. Let's go with they. No, I already did a they. Let's go with we. This one's going to be hard. We used to live. I like that we form gets people sometimes. We used to live. So like we used to live next door to them, but then we moved. We used to live. We used to live. Katie looks good. Carter, you got an extra letter in there. Reginald looks good. Avery, extra letter in there. Callie looks good. Leo looks good. Yeah, we used to live. Good, Carter. Hamza, try again. You have they used to live. I want we. Morgan, you got an extra letter in there. Be real careful, guys. Think about whether it's an AR verb or an ER-IR verb. And then check it out. Good, Dawson. Good, Avery. All right, final answers, Dawson. Let's do this one. I know you got it right. Anna, you can use a point. So, Dawson, you want to say it?
Viviamos.
Viviamos. There it is. I saw some B's in there. If you were doing a B, I know you were putting in an AR ending. Remember, it was an IR verb. So there's no B's down there. All right. So vivir, drop the IR. Add the iamos. All right. Repitan. Viviamos. Viviamos. All right. Let's do one with hablar then. I guess let's go with you used to talk. You used to talk. You used to talk to your friends every day at school, back when you went to school with all your friends and you got to see them. You used to talk. You used to talk. You used to talk. All right. I didn't even look. I bet most of you are getting these now. Usually just takes a couple. Yep. My quick scan of the chat looks good. Daily, what you got? Hablabas is correct. Hablabas. Hablabas. How many people got that one? Are we getting these better now? Are they coming? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right, let's say them. Ready? Repitan. Hablabas. Comían. Vivíamos. Jugaba. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more round. So I'm going to erase these. I'm going to give you two at a time. Two at a time. Because I think you're getting better at them. All right. I'm even going to just go in order. So we'll do 2 and 2. Okay. So let's go with, all right. This one's going to be hard. I feel like this one always gets people. So take your time on your spelling. We used to talk. And then I would like you to do, I used to eat. Okay. First 2. We used to talk. I used to eat. All right, so with these first 2. We used to talk. I used to eat. We used to talk. I used to eat. Katie, the one you showed me looks good. You could use a point too. I'll let you do that one in a minute if you want. We used to talk. I used to eat. All right, final answers. All right, Katie, you want to do the first one for me? We used to talk.
Hablabamos.
That was really good. Yeah. Hablamos. Accent right in the middle there. Okay, check out your spelling. Most of them that I'm looking at right now look good. All right, and how about I used to eat? Let's see, who haven't I heard from yet? I don't know if any of these guys are here. Let me check. Nope. Demetrius, how about I used to eat?
You said I eat.
I used to eat. This one. Come here.
Kabamo.
Okay, you're putting a B in it. There's no B. Look at the ER and IR endings. You need an IA on the end.
Oh,
You see the ER ones?
hold on. No, hold on.
Are you looking at your notes?
So I was, but it went away.
Right here. I know. I had them up for a minute. All right, go ahead. You see them now?
So it's Koya.
Komia. Komia. You see that? Because you're going to use this guy right here. It's in the yo form. Right? Did I say the yo form? I did say yo form, didn't I? Sometimes I forget what I said. All right, Komia. So you take the COM and add ia. Komia. All right, last one. Let's go with she used to live. Well, you can write the she out to the side. Ella. And let's go with they used to play. Okay, she used to live, they used to play. So you can get these last two right. You can get them right, you're probably getting in the right direction. She used to live, they used to play. Let's see. Ideally, I got Henry could use a point here still today. And Riley's not here. Khalees, you could use one too. I'll call on you if you want it. Oh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Sorry. I don't know how I lost track of time there. So, Vivia and anybody got it? Who got fun? Did we get those? Are we getting better at these? All right, listen, I'm going to adjust your homework in here because I ran out of time. So you had an exit ticket that I don't know everybody else had time for and you didn't. And then they had Quizlet. So if you want to just do the exit ticket for homework tonight, okay, it's on this. I want to make sure you know what you're doing. And then if you want to do a few minutes of Quizlet, you can, but I want you to make sure you get your exit ticket done. Okay? So usually I'd say do it in class, but you can do it tonight for homework. All right.